I just did my reaction for Fantastic Four First Steps, and I gotta be honest, I thought it was perfectly fine. I thought it was adequate. Nothing that blew me away or nothing that made me go, oh my God, they got it right. But that's what the movie's for. So let's start with the things that I was like, First of all, the Thing design, I love it. It's very Jack Kirby. It's ripped right out of the comic books. The design for the Thing, mwah, chef's kiss. It does look a little animated. It feels like a great animated movie that I'm watching instead of a real life CG rock that's interacting with human beings. I know that sounds weird, but there are obviously cases where the CGI looks great. And here, it still looks a little animated. I prefer this than the Michael Chiklis rubber suit, but again, the movie's still 5 months away. I'm sure when we see the film, it'll look fine. But here, it does look a little animated. But again, I love the design, and he looks cute with the suit on. So, I was like, at first, I wasn't really liking the suit, but the more I watch it, the more like, you know what, the suit fits the retro future 60s aesthetic just perfectly fine. Johnny Storm. First of all, the Fantastic Four car looks awesome. Again, fits that James Bond 60s vibe. Johnny Storm looks awesome flying around with the fire. Again, Johnny Storm always looks cool when it comes to CGI. The Thing running his ass off towards something, we don't know what it is, but I think he looks cool. The Galactus reveal. Oh my God, this is what I was waiting for. Galactus hovering over the city, a looming threat, a looming danger coming along. The destroyer, the destroyer of worlds, eating up the planet. Are we actually going to see a scene where Galactus eats an entire planet? If they do that scene visually, oh my God, I think I would give this movie a 10 out of 10. Galactus looks pretty cool. I'm so glad that it's not a giant cloud this time around. The scene right here where we see Pedro holding of Vanessa Kirby, where she's turning invisible. I thought that was a really neat design. I really like that scene. It just looks sad. It looks creepy. Just like, oh man. And Pedro, like the look on his face, the fact that he doesn't know what the hell is going on, that I thought that was really cool. I love the Thing right here. This scene where we see, like, I guess I'm assuming these are kids running away from the Thing because they're like, oh my God, what the hell is that? And the Thing, Ben Grimm, just walking alone in this dark, sad path, and him looking at himself on the TV screen. Again, it goes back to the classic thing where he misses who he was. It's the sad life of a monster, and I really like that. I mean, that's a huge part of the Thing right there. So that was pretty cool. We got this shot right here with Vanessa Kirby. I mean, I think she looks great in the suit. Again, I really like that suit. I think the effect looks a little strange, looks a little weird. I'm not really digging that. It looks like a kaleidoscope, and it just, I don't know. it looks, I don't know what it is about this shot, but it just doesn't. It looks a little strange, but again, it's same thing with Superman. It's a fucking 5-second scene. I'm sure within the context of the film, I'll be like, ooh, that looks cool. Never mind. I retract my statement. This shot right here with Johnny Storm going all the way up out of the Earth's atmosphere, because I'm assuming obviously it's like, flame on. And whatever's going on with Johnny right here, I thought that was a pretty cool shot. I love that shot right there. That was really cool. That was really neat, like that. The sky is on fire. I'm assuming that has something to do with Galactus maybe, or another villain that we haven't seen. That looks pretty cool. That's a cool shot. Again, like there are cool shots here and there throughout the trailer. But I don't know, for whatever reason, the overall teaser it didn't hit the spot. It did not hit my G spot in the way that it deserved to be hit. But yeah, I mean, overall, but I will say this, the shot right there, the shot right here with all four of them in the forefront with the four behind them, and the theme, Fantastic Four, bro, that thing. I watched that scene. That was amazing.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
Overall, like I said, I like the teaser trailer. I thought it was fun. But I gotta admit, I was a little bit underwhelmed. It wasn't the Superman trailer, which just had this triumphant, the John Williams score behind it and the visual aesthetic and the tone. It was vastly different from every other DC film that we've gotten for the past 15 years. And I think that's the main problem for me, is that even though, and this might sound weird to say, even though this film looks visually different, it still feels like an MCU film. It still feels like, oh yeah, we're in the same Marvel universe. Oh yeah, we're in the same Marvel continuity that we have to follow. We can't astray too far, otherwise we don't want this to feel completely different from the MCU, because obviously they will integrate within our current Marvel universe. Because I think this whole, obviously, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. I think if you don't know, this Fantastic Four film takes place in an alternate universe. So that's why it looks different, and that's why they're in the 60s, and that's why there's no other superhero. It's only them, the Fantastic Four. They're the only superheroes that exist within this universe. And I'm sure something happens at the end of the film where some multiverse shenanigans is going down, and the Fantastic Four get transported into our Marvel universe with the Spider-Mans and the Iron Mans. And I'm assuming that's what happens at the end of this film. We have to wait and see. But yeah, I think that's the main problem for me. It feels like every other MCU film, like just visually speaking, like the color palette, the tone. It feels like when you put the Captain America Brave New World trailer side by side with this, I don't see that much of a contrast. I don't see that much of a difference. Just color palette wise, visually wise, it feels like, oh yeah, this is obviously a Marvel movie, which is, again, not bad. It just didn't feel like, as opposed to the James Gunn Superman film, where it did not feel like any DC film that we've watched for the past 15 years, especially when you consider everything that the DCEU has produced, starting with Man of Steel up until now. Tonally, visually, aesthetic-wise, it's very different. As opposed to here, it's not that different from what we've gotten from Marvel. But again, this is a 1 minute trail, a 1 minute teaser. When I see the film, I could totally change my mind and have a different stance, which I hope that's the case. Because again, I want a great Fantastic Four movie, because we've never gotten a great Fantastic Four movie. So we'll see overall. But again, final thoughts. I like the trailer. I think it's okay. But unfortunately, it's not fantastic. So that's going to be it. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord. This is Vagina. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of the Fantastic Four first steps? And I do believe, and again, this is not my bias speaking here, but I think that James Gunn Superman trailer, I think that took away so much hype and excitement, and really just gave people hope for Superman, that when this came out, Fantastic Four came out, I was like, oh yeah, this was cool. But it's not Superman. But as a DC fan, as a Marvel fan, I want both to do well. So we just have to wait and see. Love you all. Stay safe. Truth out.
Excuse me. Have to visit men's room.